Hey guys, how to empower yourself. So the credibility that you get today in terms of life and how you can empower yourself is your best motivator for life. So anything that's going to give you attention, anything that's going to help you boost your confidence, anything that's going to help you make sure that you have more courage and lessen your anxiety and make sure that you have no problems. So in life, you're going to deal with a lot of adversity. In terms of life, you may have adversity right now. So no matter what, you have to see adversity as an opportunity. So what you believe as an adversity has to be switched around, and you have to start planning how to overcome your problems and solutions. So no matter what, you need solutions. You never need problems, but you have to make more solutions in life, and that's how you overcome adversity. That's how you overcome your problems. That's how you overcome challenges. That's how you become a multi-quadrillionaire, and that's how you achieve everything in life. So those people who do plan are the people who are really fond of who they are, and you need to be a person who is just like that. You need to be a person who is far grateful about your life, so that you deserve more, so that you be more, so that you are more. The whole point of life is make sure that you put yourself first, make sure that you're really intensely into yourself as a person, make sure that you respect your temple, and your temple is your body. Make sure you're never poisoning yourself with toxic substances, for example, as such as alcohol, cigarettes, caffeine, meat, sugar, and fats. And also make sure that you get off the oil, make sure that you read up in your nutritional factor, make sure that no matter what, that your life is much greater today than it is yesterday. So to be able to make sure that you empower yourself daily, you have to realize to motivate yourself. You have to realize now's the time for me to actually speak my heart out. Now's the time for me to actually do something incredible. So what you have to do is you have to have high energy levels, and you have to be a person who's far motivated by yourself only. So nobody else is going to motivate you, nobody else is going to do anything for you, but you have to realize now is your opportunity. Now is the time for you to do something. So you do something for nothing. Many people are going around in a 9-to-5 job and they're doing nothing for something. They're working for the money. They are slaves to money. They are slaves to printed money, as Robert Kiyosaki says. So no matter what, you never work for money, because money is made easily. Tony Robbins. Money is made easily, guys. Guys, no matter what, you need real estate in the future. You have to be able to study now real estate and how to do the calculations and how to pick your locations and how to invest your money. When you do become a millionaire and when you do become a multi-millionaire, your money has to go somewhere. Do you understand? So prepare now to read upon real estate. You have to read finance. You have to read real estate. You have to read spirituality. You have to read personal development, and you have to make sure that you succeed, and you have to make sure that you discipline yourself more and that you inspire yourself and empower yourself every single day through being better than yesterday. And I promise you, you'll have a business. First, you'll gain the business. So guys, today, no matter what, I gave my all in terms of real estate, and guess what? I'm still giving my best, and I'm always giving my best. But no matter what, I realize now that I must gain the real estate so that I can become more of who I am, because my goal is to gain a jet, and to maintain a jet is $8 million a year. So I have to be able to grasp that much real estate for me to be able to own a jet for myself. So now you realize no matter what, the higher you go, the better it is. So guys, remember this, that when people are partying around you, when people are negative around you, when people are causing violence, make sure you turn away and make sure you go somewhere else. Make sure you never resent people for doing something to you. Make sure that you remember that no matter what, it's nobody's fault that you are here. It's just that you are. Okay, this is what is, and you need to live on. You need to see that just living is success. Living your life every single day, breathing to the fullest, making sure that you're making a positive impact as much as you can, because that's the foundation of living a longer life. So every day I wake up, guys, I have a strict regimen about eating. Guys, I eat just to make sure I survive for a longer period, in terms of I make sure that I thrive and live a longer life than all my peers, than everybody else in the world. So I have to eat, never for pleasure. I never eat for pleasure. I eat for plant protein and energy, because high energy enables me to do my passion. And when I do my passion, that is my pleasure. So no matter what, when I eat, I never eat in terms of put spices on, I never cook, I never peel my food, I never shop for most food out there. I have one food, and that's legumes. I just eat legumes, guys. Nothing else. I eat soy and beans. It's all legumes. So guys, no matter what, you have to realize now that when you are living life, you have to be able to demonstrate how do you live life, how do you teach, what is your life about, how did you succeed. Now no matter what, you are successful at something right now, and you need to build that passion slowly into an empire. So no matter what, guys, for example, with me, I've had a weight loss success. For example, I've lost 47 kilos, I've had a weight loss success for myself, and now I can teach that all around. I can teach that all around the world, and I've also become a vegan. That's another success. Okay, I've had 2 successes there. I've quit smoking. I've also quit alcohol. I'm 2 years sober. That's a success for me. I've traveled 8 months around Australia. That's a success for me. I'm better than yesterday. That is success for me. You understand? I have more money than ever. That is success for me. I look better than ever. That's success for me. So the whole point of teaching is to make sure that you give value. When you're giving value, guys, you're going to be taken care of. It's more blessed to give than to receive. You understand? It's more blessed to give and give and give. When you look at Niagara Falls, this massive waterfall, it's only giving. You understand? It's never receiving anything. It's just giving. Okay? So you have to be that fountain of love that just is pouring information out into the world, because information is a commodity. So that's where you invest your money. You invest your money in commodities and real estate. So no matter what about the stock market, guys, make sure that you're never in the stock market, because the stock market is going to ruin you. So make sure no matter what, to empower yourself daily, you need to read positive information. You need to actually start right now to teach something around the world, because unless you have a rich family, for example, in your life, you have to realize, I'm a rich person. I grew up in a poor family, and I grew up and I suffered for 10 years and 7 months, and then I had to lift myself without anybody's help. And it was very scary for me, but I took it one step at a time, and because I suffered so much and because of what happened, here I am today, better than yesterday, and I'm leading all the people of the past right now, because they are now looking for, in terms of admiration, they're giving me admiration in terms of my life and how I live my life, because I live better than them now. So you have to realize that you have to be far more successful than your peers, so that you can actually do something incredible. Guys, pour your heart out there. Give your heart and your soul. Make sure you have high energy. I turned vegan first due to the reason that it's for health reasons. Then it was longevity. Now it's for the animal and the environment. So no matter what, just for turning vegan, I get to live 10 years longer. I get to have high energy levels. I get to live, for example, as 99% of the world never does. So because I do have high energy, I am more athletic. I have more energy throughout the day. I have more money in my pocket. I can go travel more, because I studied how to become a vegan, and I took the action. I took the leap of faith. It took me 51 weeks to become a vegan. But guess what? I never started off thinking that I'd be a vegan. Do you understand? I never started off believing I'd be a vegan. Within the 2 month range of me transitioning into a vegan, say at the 10-month mark, at the 9-month mark, I started to realize, hey, this is amazing. And then about a month within actually transitioning into veganism, I realized, hey, I can actually start becoming a vegan now, because I've eliminated all these places that no longer trigger me to eat these certain foods. And suddenly I just started to learn more and more about nutrition, and here I am 42 months later, and I'm still learning nutrition today. Do you understand? So I'm learning how to live life, and now that's why I have this beautiful set of rules for me in daily life, for me, where I can eat, and I eat for less than $10 a day, and I get the most protein out of it. So guys, most people are eating KFC and processed food, and they're going all over the world, and they're eating in restaurants, and guys, they may invest $100 into a restaurant and then have no money to pay the bills. Now, you never pay money, you only invest money. So you have to realize that you never get paid, okay? You never get paid. All you do is you give. Remember that. When you give, you make sure you receive whatever is given for you. So you will be given how much you have gave. You understand? So first you give, you give, you give, you overflow the world with positive information. People start to love you, people start to follow you, people start to make you someone big, and then guess what? Your career is up, you're up and running, you're starting to impact the world, you're a leader, you're a world leader, you're going around the world everywhere, and you're starting to make changes in the world, and people are regarding your legacy as one of the greatest of history. So guys, that's the goal. Make that your goal. Make your vision better than yesterday. Make yourself much better than you are now. So that you can realize that when you're empowered, when you're doing something incredible, when you're teaching something, that you teach it with the best quality, that you teach it with the utmost respect, and that you realize that communication is key to everything. So learn communication, learn how to lead people, learn how to manage your emotions, learn what EQ is, learn what IQ is, start meditation and start to experiment in all different areas. So no matter what, I can give you so much information, and I may spark an idea right in my videos. As long as you're reading and you have an idea, you have to take action upon it. You can never just hear me out. So because you are here, you have invested some money in me, so I'm giving you as much ideas as I can right now so that you can take action on one idea. So once you finish this video, that you'll be inspired to take one idea and apply it into your life, and then continue to do that with me. That way, I can motivate you, but you have to realize that now is your time to succeed. Now is the best time to have a girlfriend. Now is the best time to do everything. So guys, no matter what, I've lagged my life in terms of getting married and having kids, because I see that no matter what, I have to have the financial security first. I have to be somebody first in the world before I have kids. So no matter what, for me, the best thing I can do right now, the best experience I can have, is to make sure that I'm better than yesterday, and just to focus on that. And I focus on nothing else, because here I am, I'm inspired by who I am, and I just make sure to focus on who I am right now, so that I can realize that there's a greater world out there for me, and as long as there is, that means I'm better than yesterday. So I'm doing everything in my power right now to make sure that you get the best information. I've been forgiving all day. What does that mean? It means that no matter what, I did see some resentment in me today, and I said, I'm happy to forgive myself and everybody, and it's a new life. I just started to breathe once I said that, and I said it 5 times, and I started to breathe, and it's so amazing, guys. So just make sure you repeat it daily, 5 times and more. I'm happy that I forgive myself and others, and that way you're always in a flow. You're always in a flow and a stable vibration for yourself. You're always grateful about who you are, and that's why here I am, inspired to give you this video. I'm in a hostel right now. I'm in a toilet. I'm vibing. I've got this beautiful love for myself. I can actually feel it. I have this beautiful aura around me, and I have so much energy to give you. So you have to realize to take this information and to go and teach it to somebody else. Never in the same words, but make sure that you apply it first in your life, and then you'll be able to teach it. So guess what? I'm not your guru, but you have to teach yourself how to live life. You have to teach yourself how to grow. You have to teach yourself how to do everything, because that's how I did. Nobody taught me anything, guys. I am actually a fan of Tony Robbins. I'm a mentor of myself. I'm the biggest fan of myself, and no matter what, I make sure I have mentors. So Tony Robbins is my mentor, Jim Rohn is my mentor, John C. Maxwell is my mentor, so is Zig Ziglar, Dr. Wayne Dyer, Osho, and many others, such as Lewis Howes and Tim Ferriss, and there's Gary Vaynerchuk, and guys, there's Brian Tracy also. So you have to realize now that all these guys have helped me in terms of ideas. I go to their books, I go to their seminars, I go to their YouTube videos, and I'll go to their audiobooks, and I read the articles that they wrote. And I read about Grant Cardone, and I learn from Grant Cardone real estate, and guys, also I learn finance from Robert Kiyosaki and also Grant Cardone, and they teach me a lot. So the reason this is all important is so you can empower yourself. You go personal development seminars, you make sure that you are doing something in Toastmasters in your area. Make sure that you're doing something in terms of leadership, so that you can lead yourself and others. Guys, you have Google right now. You have Google right now. You can go on Google. You can start connecting the dots. Make sure you go to someone who's really successful, such as me, or somebody else in the world, and make sure no matter what that they are teaching you how to grow. They are teaching you ideas. That they're giving you something for nothing. You understand? So guess what? No matter what, I'm here doing something for nothing. You understand? And still, yes, I charge, but it's an affordable amount. And you have to realize that I'm here to help you, and that I have to make a massive deal of my life. So that's why I charge. So no matter what, you have to realize now that charging people is important when you're a specialist in your area. Now, no matter what, I'm a specialist in my area, but I'm always getting better. I'm not sure of anything. I'm always growing. So guys, no matter what, just make sure that you specialize in something. Make sure you specialize in life, specialize in whatever it is you do, but just make sure that you leave room for improvement. Call yourself an expert, call yourself something, okay? But just make sure that you never know. Do you understand? I may be an expert, but I never know what I'm doing. Do you understand? So I never even call myself an expert. I just call myself a student. I'm a student. Be a student of life. Do you understand? I specialize in learning. Do you understand? I specialize in learning. I'm always growing. I'm always succeeding. I specialize in succeeding. I specialize in leadership. I specialize in growing as a person. So you can do that. Do you understand? So when you're really growing, you have to realize that you always have room for improvement. So in order for you to have room for improvement, you say, the only thing that I know is that I know nothing. You must say that sentence over and over again in your life, because sometimes you may say, I know. No, I never know. I never know anything. You understand? Now I've just turned it around completely, because now I never know. I'm not sure of anything. When someone asks me, for example, how do you really know? I say, I don't know. But for example, I never know for myself. I never know. I'm better than not. So when I say I'm better than not, I say I'm never lacking. So that's why I'm always growing. I'm always growing because I'm never lacking. So in order for you to improve your life, you have to boost your spirituality. So to boost your spirituality, start with your communication. The best way to start communication is to speak with yourself on a daily basis, and you do it in a journal. And you can also start to develop your how-to skills in terms of what you're doing in life, how you're building your business, and to start talking with yourself in daily life. Because guys, I talk with myself on a daily basis, out loud, and also in my journal, and I make sure to drive content out into the world. So guys, just make sure that you're never cocky about anything, but that you're really driving value into the market, and the market is the world. Okay, the world watches you. So when you shine, when you're on the stage, the market's watching you. So the more value you give, the more you'll be respected. So guys, just remember that your status and your fame can instantly change. So you have to realize to always be on your feet, and you have to keep the fame, as Grant Cardone says. When you have the fame, when you're at the top, you have to stay at the top, and you have to keep running and keep going forward by yourself. You have no need for anybody. So the whole deal is that nobody can make you achieve the $1 million and trillions of dollars unless you yourself go and do it. So guess what? I can achieve the trillions and multi-trillions of dollars, but nobody can help me do it. Do you understand? Because who in the world has trillions of dollars and quadrillions of dollars? So how are they going to teach me how to really make it? So no matter what, you can teach it by growing. You can really make all the money in the world. All you have to do is be the fastest grower, be the smartest person on the planet. And as long as you're better than yesterday, that's the most important aspect of your life. So who cares about the money when you're better than yesterday? Do you understand? Remember that. You need to be better than yesterday, and everything else will arrive for you. So do everything in your power today to make sure that those around you are uplifted. Now, if those people around you are negative and they're bullying you and they're laughing at you and they're criticizing you and they leave you out of conversations and they leave you out of hangouts, and they are people who never go to seminars, they're people who drink alcohol, they're people who smoke cigarettes, they're people who go to nightclubs, they're people who are chasing women, they're people who go to net cafe and playing games. Guys, you have to stay away from those people. I promise you, those people are going nowhere. You understand? Because that never got anybody anywhere. You understand? What's going to get you somewhere is staying alone, staying by yourself, going on YouTube, starting to learn day in, day out. For the next 3 years, you need to start learning and growing. You need to start reading 1 hour a day, as I did, but you realize that you need to read faster and faster. So what I do, for the first 4 years, I was reading at 1 times, and then I started to read faster, and I started to read faster, and eventually I went to 3.5 times reading speed. So reading speed, that's really 3.5 times faster than 1 times. So instead of this video going at 1 times, it would be going at 3.5 times, which is that's how I was reading. And I'd repeat the book 5 times, 10 times until I learnt it. So that's another amazing skill that you can do. So in order for you to be able to become a vegan and to be able to travel the world and to be able to learn really fast, is to start reading really fast. You need to read really fast so that you can really impact the world in a faster way. Because the faster you learn is the faster you grow, and the faster you do, and the faster you become, and the faster you make money, and the faster you grow, and everything in terms of wisdom. You'll learn it, you'll be it, you'll see it, and guess what? You'll understand it. So, amen. So no matter what, guys, no matter what, amen is a spiritual term. Guys, it just means be better than yesterday. You understand? That's what I mean. So just realize that no matter what, have no resentment against any religion. What they teach, let them teach it. You understand? Accept what they teach, but go and learn and go and study different religions, and just you realize that no matter what, that you be better than yesterday, and that you never believe people's thoughts, and just believe what works for you. You understand? So what works for you must be something amazing right now. So what's working for me is that I'm able to grow. I'm able to be better than yesterday. I'm able to be an inspiration for myself the most. That's the most important, and that's all I think about. And I just think about myself. And those people in the past, guess what? They look at me and they say, this guy's such an inspiration. Look at his Instagram. This guy's Instagram is so special. You understand? Because my Instagram is so much better than theirs. I'm doing something so amazing. I have 100 pieces of content inside my story, and hundreds of contents inside of my highlight page inside my Instagram. And then what I do is I go to seminars, I give these seminars, and then people see my Instagram and they have some information for free in terms of what I do on Instagram, but it's just for show. I just do it for show, just to show off. And no matter what, I really start business inside my seminars. So once I come in your area, please make sure that you come and see me, because no matter what, I'm going to give you the seminar of your life. So no matter what, you have to realize now that I'm empowered. Why am I empowered? Because I see results. I see I'm better than yesterday. I see I'm doing better than the past. I'm seeing amazing grace right now. I'm seeing that no matter what, nobody can stop me. I'm untouchable. And that's how you need to see your life. You need to understand greater. You need to do greater. You need to be greater. You need to take some pauses, and you need to realize that life is here for you now. You need to be inspired daily by yourself, and you need to create the best videos and the best quality, and you need to say it in the best way, and you need to do everything in the best kind of way for yourself. You need to be a person who is the best of the best, or the best of the best. You need to be the best of the best of the best of the best, and you keep it going. You understand? You need to be someone who is inspiring daily, and you need to actually start now doing something incredible in your business, so you can really, really inspire yourself to grow, and so you can really have the wife, so you can have the car, so you can have something amazing. But make sure that no matter what, that you have yourself first. You understand? So when you have somebody and you have nothing to do with yourself, guys, that means you're neglecting yourself. That means, woman, that you're neglecting yourself. So no matter what, guys, just realize that you need yourself the most. Conquer your mind. Conquer your mind first. Make sure that you have the mindset. Make sure you have the smarts. Make sure you have the financial security. Make sure that before you get into a relationship, that you're really deeply better than yesterday. You understand? And that way you'll see that you need nobody. You understand? You need to be so secure. I need nobody right now except for myself. You need only yourself in your life. So when you do become better than yesterday, just see that you just need yourself. That way, you're going to realize something amazing, that most people are going chasing women and chasing men, and they're having kids. Some people are having 5 kids, they have no money, they're on the Centrelink, they're on the government loans, and they're all getting debt. And guys, no matter what, you have to realize, never be in debt. because debt is going to bankrupt you, it's going to make you broke, it's going to take away your life, and they're going to force you to work the 9 to 5 to give the money back, and you're going to be trapped. And you're going to be in a worse spot by being in debt. But first, you never have debt, and guess what? Once you learn how to use debt, then you use debt. So no matter what, the only reasons to use debt in life is to use it for real estate when you're actually getting something amazing in return. So no matter what, first you have to learn real estate. First you have to learn all about personal development. You have to be a fascinator about yourself. You have to be someone who needs to improve for yourself. If you are never willing to improve yourself, guys, this video is never for you. You need to find someone who can inspire you, because guess what? You need to be inspired. You need to be inspired because no matter what happens, your life is here right now. You need to live or die. It's no matter what, you need to realize that money is less important than health. You need health first. Have some health. Make sure you're living for your family, for yourself the most. Put yourself first, because you matter most in your life. You are walking your shoes, and you need to love yourself. You need to brush your teeth. You need to look good in the mirror. You need to see yourself in the mirror, and you need to be able to say, you are fucking sexy. Do you understand? And you need to be a person who's far greater than who you were. So do everything you can. Find some skills. What kinds of skills? Just information. Just go and grab some information. Based on what area you love to learn about. You love finance? Go and learn about finance. You love marketing and sales? You go learn about marketing and sales. Do you understand? You learn whatever you need in the moment. Whatever's going to give you that boost of knowledge, you learn it. As Robert Kiyosaki says, knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. You understand? Have some more knowledge, you'll have a better life. Because knowledge is eventually going to make you contribute. So the more that you do read, eventually it's going to drive you to take some action. You understand? You have to fill in the tank with some information. And then once you learn more and more and more, you're going to be like, wow, I never seen that coming. And then that's an interesting idea. And then you start to become more interested in life because you're a reader, and readers are leaders. Have you ever heard that term? So you have to learn first, you have to learn who you are, and you have to see why you're here. So no matter what, you have to see that you never know who you are, but you just keep growing. You just keep growing. That's the foundation of life, that you be a grower. Be a grower all your life. Do something related to growth. Do something that's going to help grow you the most. Do something first for your health. Get your health aspects in check. And then once you have the health, you have the wealth also. Have something in terms of who you are. Make sure that you have support. Make sure that you're better than yesterday. And make sure that you're also successful, because you need success. You need to be a person who has more empowerment in your life. So the best way you can have more empowerment is to communicate better and to also have a better mindset. But realize that when you're speaking, that you speak with integrity, that you live your talk, that you're always someone who can make sure that you are meditating and you're living in the moment, so that you can guide yourself, so that you can do something amazing. So that is the whole point of life. You live life so you can be an inspiration, so you can really make history, so you can really break records in your own life. So that people, when they see you, they see a superstar. You need to be a superstar in your life, and you need to be James Bond of your life. You need to be the James Bond woman, or you need to be the Superwoman of your life. You need to be Wonder Woman in your life. And guys, you need to be Superman. You understand? You have to be someone who's really, really amazing to be able to appreciate yourself and to be really able to see what life is. So once you see what life is, you're going to find out how to live life. Guys, forgiveness. Forgiveness, forgiveness. Forgive everybody. And what does forgiveness mean? Forgiveness is just another term for accepting the moment. Just drop and let go. Just let go of the moment. Never drop, but make sure you just drop the people from your life who are negative on you. So my dad, for example, was very negative on me, and then I had to leave. I had to go somewhere else so that I can love myself more, because there was so many issues around how his persona was. So no matter what, I had to get away from that, and I had to realize, hey, now there's a better chance for me to actually grow myself. And I became independent just 11 months ago. Do you understand? So it was actually 1 year ago today, 12 months ago. 1 year ago today, I became independent. I had started living by myself. And I've seen my dad 4 times in 1 year. So no matter what, now I am my biggest father, I am my biggest mother, I am my biggest family in my life. I am my truest friend. And you realize in life that you are your truest friend. Once you leave the crowd, nobody will follow you. You understand? So to empower yourself daily, you have to get off the alcohol. Because guess what? Those people that you're staying with or standing with inside of your area, you need to realize those people around you will never make you successful. Because the only person that will make you successful is you. I promise you, I cannot even make you successful. But what I can do is give you ideas. And now, depending on you, once you grab the ideas and you apply it, I've helped you. But you've helped yourself more because you came to this video, you listened to what I said, and you took the action, you walked the steps, and then guess what? You're on your way. I was just a person who opened the door with an idea. Just, for example, as my mentors did for me, they would say, change approach, Tony Robbins. Change approach. And I'm always changing my approach now. You know, every time I change an approach, I see Tony Robbins. You understand? Because that guy is a gatekeeper for me in terms of living life. So what I do is I just apply everything he says in terms of life, but some points that he says I argue with, and there's a reason for that, because I lived a deeper life. So no matter what, you have to realize now's your chance to do something incredible. So think about all the ways and strategies that you can actually live a better life. What can you do today to actually improve your life? You need to be able to be someone who can actually write in a journal, who can actually do some business, who can actually communicate and show empathy. Now empathy has everything to do with self-love and self-reflection, and you have to realize to go read upon those topics. You have to start reading today some articles about anything that you're interested in. You have to realize to write on a paper everything about your interests. What are your interests and what do you hate? And you stay away from what you hate, believe me. You never do what you hate. Guess what? For example, some people have said, oh, you have to go and do what you hate to be able to do what you love. Guys, no. You just start doing what you love right now. But first you have to really see what your interests are. You go and see your interests, and then you start with your interests. You understand? And you, no matter what, you never do what you hate. I never do what I hate. I stay away from what I hate. You understand? Because when I hate, guess what? I go down. So I stay away from what I hate, and guess what? I'm more joyful and I never hate. So that's the definition of life. Never hate. Okay, so that's why you're in a forgiveness state. So I have people from the past who have so much resentment for me, and every time I see them in terms of my mindset, and no matter what, I see them in my mind, and I say, I forgive you. I forgive you for what you've done. I forgive you in terms of how bad you treated me. You understand? I forgive you for smoking weed with me. You understand? So no matter what, I always forgive the people I see in my mind. It may be a drug addict from the past that I was with smoking a bomb. It may be a drug addict that I was doing ice with. But I say I forgive everybody. I'm happy I forgive everybody in my soul. I'm always in a state of forgiveness. And when I forgive, I find out that no matter what, the Lord's never against me. Because when I forgive, I never seek to fight. I just seek to grow. And when I grow, I'm my true nature. I'm authenticity. And I find throughout my life that once I start to grow, and I start to forgive the people around me, and I see that people try to scare me, they do something like, they move abruptly to scare me, and I forgive you right there. Because sometimes when people try to scare you, you may cause a resentment, you may cause an issue, you may cause a problem, and you may state to them, you stop doing that, or something like that. So no matter what, you never say anything to people, but what you do is you uplift them, or you forgive them. You understand? You never raise an issue. What you do is you raise a solution. Hey, instead of you doing that, how about you try this because of this? And the person might say, oh wow, beautiful, I never thought about that, thank you. You just add a value to that person's life, and you change their life around in some type of way. And now, no matter what, in the future, they'll always think about you when they do that. You understand? So the same thing in terms of change approach. It never worked for you to quit smoking, you change approach. So I'm always changing my approach. So no matter what never works, you change approach, you do something else. So for example, just earlier today, I was ready to do a video, and I said, no, 1 hour video was too much for me. And I said, fuck, change approach, go fucking do 1 minute videos. 1 minute videos, I did about 20. I did 20 minutes. And plus I did journaling, and I uploaded videos, and all day I've been doing something, and here I am inspired now to do a 1 hour video for you. So I changed the approach. You understand? I changed my approach. Sometimes I may be sick of fucking in terms of uploading something. So in terms of swearing, guys, you can swear, but swear it with reason. So in terms of uploading something, I was so, let's say, annoyed. I was annoyed, and I said to myself, hey, instead of me doing this, let me come here now and do this video. I changed my approach. So here I am inspired. This is much more for me than uploading any content on Instagram, because this is my real content. This is something that I actually charge for. So every time I get to do a 1 hour video, I say, fuck yes. So every time you see yourself in a better manner, guys, improve your attitude. When you improve your attitude, you improve it through your journal. Do your journal and write in a better way all the time. See synonyms and improve your vocabulary. What are synonyms? So when you go and search up the word honest and you go the meaning of honest, you'll see all these relative words to honest. You may go good, you may goodness, you may say, for example, authenticity, real, simple, basic. So guys, that's how you link words. You'll go basic is simple, simple is real, real is honest, honest is goodness, goodness is good, good is holy, holy is God, God is everything, everything is confidence, confidence is courage. And then no matter what, that's how you link words. And the more you do that, the more you, this is this, this is this, this is this, you're linking words now, you're becoming a smarter person, you're becoming a person who is far greater. So the more words you have in your vocabulary, the more you're able to speak in a better way. So me, 3 years ago, you have to see some videos, and you may have even seen them from me when I actually started in my how-to series. You can see them. Guys, I was never as fast as this in terms of my communication. You'll see how I started episode 1 and how I start this one, and how I do this for 1 hour straight, and it's so easy for me now. Because before, I had to do a 3-minute video, and I thought I was doing amazing. I did a 3-minute video before. I thought that was a deal breaker. You understand? So that's my attitude about everything now. And the reason I can do 1 hour videos is because I've done my content over and over and over. I've worked on my blueprint. I've worked on the person I am. I've worked on what I say, and I say in a different way, and I ingrain it in a different way for myself to speak it in a different way all the time, so that I can speak it more and more in a different way, so that I can really repeat myself over and over about the same thing in a different way. So once I repeat in a different way, every single time, it gets ingrained in me about what I talk about, and I get smarter through that. So each time I get smarter, I find a new word to say. I may come up with a new vocabulary word inside my journal or anything. And that was just amazing how just that journal came. So no matter what, inside my videos, I come up with certain words. I may say electricity, and here it is. Do you understand? This video is electricity. So that is an expression of mine. And you use metaphors and similes, and you use alliteration, and you use everything in under the blue stars that you can to come off across as a better person. Because the whole point of living a better life is to communicate better first. The better you are in your communication, the better your spirituality. Because your communication matters in terms of everything. The more you can communicate, the more money you have. The more you have a voice, the more confident you are, the more you can lead people, the more you can public speak, the more you can sell yourself. Selling is everything, guys. This video is selling you on something. You understand? I'm giving you something for nothing. So guess what, no matter what, I charged you. So you have to realize that I'm still giving you something for nothing. And no matter what, guys, I see money as something as well. So money is always something. But for example, in terms of life, guys, it's do something for nothing. Do you understand? Do something for nothing. That's what I've stated in this video. Do something for nothing. So when I'd be doing nothing, you never see me be doing that. But what you realize is many people are doing nothing for something, and you never think about them. But you see that nothing for something would never even start this video in the first place, because they got no value. I'm giving you value for what you gave me. Okay? I'm giving you something for what I charged you with. Now I can charge for my mega storage online, $100 per month. You understand? It's worth more than that. You understand? It's worth more than that because of all the content I gave you in terms of life. You can go and learn the best information on the planet, and here I am being the most affordable because that's how you become the richest. Guys, you need to set a price that is worth it in terms of helping others, never for just you getting rich. You need to help others get rich. So the best way you help others to get rich is through affordability. You have to make yourself affordable. Now, for people to actually work with me one-on-one, in terms of life coaching, face-to-face, over the phone, or over message, guys, no matter what, I charge $100 per hour because my time is valuable. So no matter what, that's just limited time only. In the future, it's going to be, no matter what, it's going to be more. So you have to realize that you're doing something now incredible, that you need to do something that's going to far uplift you. So watch motivational videos as I did. I was watching so much motivational videos and I'd be hyped up because of the motivation. I'd cry. This guy, you're so on point about what you say. And now, nobody's really on point about anything because remember, nobody knows nothing. You understand? All I know is that I know nothing. You understand? But those people who are leaders today are doing something better than the ones that are doing nothing. So I'd rather be a leader than a nobody. I'd rather be a somebody than a nobody. So what I say, I never know what I say, but here I am, still better than yesterday. I'm still rhyming, I'm still doing something. So you have to go through life taking leaps of faith, and that's going to empower you. The first step is say, if you are dependent right now, you need to become independent. And then from independence, you become interdependent. Now, interdependent people can manage other people and themselves. Independent people can manage just themselves, and dependent people are relying on other people to live life. So never be dependent. I started off dependent because I was a kid, and then I was still dependent at age 25. I was still dependent at age 26. You understand? Well, at age 26, and 9 months into age 26, I became independent. So no matter what, guys, the moment you leave home and you never go back to home, unless you just visit your dad or mum or your family and just to say hi, but you never sleep in the house, that's independence. That means now you've crossed over and you said, bye-bye dad, bye-bye mum, I'm traveling the world now. And here I am, 8 months now, traveling, and I was renting for 4 months on my own. And I was managing my own money, I was on my own, I had my own room, and I can bring a woman inside the bedroom, and my dad would never walk in on me having sex. So no matter what, you have to say something like that. So no matter what, you have to see that no matter what, you just be honest about it. So it definitely feels good to be able to close the door and to just be able to rock it all night. You understand? And nobody's going to bother you, nobody's going to say anything. And that's what independence is. And now, I had issues before. I was saying, wow, there's so much to do. But guess what? No matter what, you do bit by bit. You start slowly. You do bit by bit. And you believe in yourself to do better and better. And I was learning, I was growing, I was open-minded. I believed in myself. And I said yes, and yes, and yes. I'm seeing results, I'm losing weight. And it's building my confidence over time. From 3 years ago to now, I built my confidence. I skyrocketed upwards, guys. And I went from 113 kilos to 66, and here I am traveling the world 8 months now. You understand? When I was fat, when I was 113 kilos, I was 113 kilos for about 3 years. You understand? And I was very overweight. I was 34% body fat. I was this class 2 obese. This class 3 after that. So you have to realize now that no matter what happens, that you never become obese in the first place. Now, to never become obese, you need to realize now that you stop eating what other people are giving you, because your mum and dad never have your best interest in mind. They make what they make because that's what they have, because that's what you have in terms of your life. But you have more than that. You may have a refrigerator right now, you may have food in it, and your dad may go cook it, your family may go and cook something that's in the fridge. You may be even asking your dad or mum to cook for you. But what you do is you empower yourself. You say, no dad, you will never again cook for me. Now you're taking more responsibility. What are you going to do? Your dad will ask you, or your mum will ask you, or your brother will ask you, or somebody else will ask you, what are you going to do? You say, I have to go shop for my own food because I learned something today. There's something I have to go try, and I'll go eat that today. And then you go and eat that, and then say your dad needs to cook you something, your family needs to cook you something, and they say, what would you love to eat today? And you say, no, sorry, I found something else that I have to eat because I learned something more. And then you start to eat, and then you actually start cooking for yourself. And that's what I've done. I was cooking meat, I was cooking onions, I was cooking all this food for about 10 months. And then I suddenly realized, hey, I've lost weight, I've lost 26 kilos because I started to cook for myself. I was no longer eating the food that my dad was giving me. Understand? So now, here I am eating better food, and I never have to cook anymore. I never have to clean so much. All I clean is just a few cutlery. I clean one spoon, I clean one plastic knife, and I clean one fork. That's all my cutlery, that's all my dishes. Everything, I have no need for plates. I have no need for example, glass plates and glasses in terms of drinking. Do you understand? Sugar, I've eliminated sugar in terms of my life. I just have, for example, I drink less than 7 grams of sugar a day. So the max limit for a woman is 25 grams and the max limit for a guy is 37.5 grams of sugar a day. I am under 7 grams of sugar a day. So I'm feeling younger than ever. I have the most energy right now that I've ever had in my life because I'm a vegan, because I eat more plant protein and I get it for the best value as well. And I never have to go to restaurants, I never have to peel food, I never have to boil food, guys. I never have to eat oils, I never have to go to restaurants, I never have to cook my food, I never have to get the pan, I never have to do camping in terms of light it up, in terms of light up the stove. And guys, I don't have to invest in gas, so I'm a non-smoker. I make sure that no matter what, I'm never going back to the past. I'm not a drug addict, so that's also something that you can do. You never have to be a drug addict, you never have to drink caffeine. I got myself off caffeine. I empower myself because I no longer eat meat, I no longer do illegal drugs, I no longer take medication, I no longer take illegal drugs, I'm no longer around the people that used to drag me down, and that's empowering me to succeed. Now, because my Instagram is so fucking good right now, and more, guys, I see the people in the past, and guys, they are, for example, less successful than me. So guess what, no matter what, I'm not less successful, but you have to realize that I'm always more successful and that I never compare with other people. So no matter what, you never compare the way I did, but I was doing something incredible. So I still do something incredible. And you have to realize that I sometimes lose in terms of my communication, but here I am, I still recovered. I recovered my communication skills. So no matter what, I see people are jealous of me. Let's just put it that way. I see people from the past are jealous of me. Why? Because I have a better Instagram than them. Now, in terms of that way, you can compare it, but you never speak they in terms of communication, and you never speak they in terms of comparison. So when you say that, you can teach it, but guess what? You never teach it either. You never teach comparison. Because what's important is the I before comparing. So yes, I can see that people from the past are jealous of me as I have better Instagram than them. That I am traveling the world 8 months now and they are still in the same spot. Understand? Now that is a much better way to compare because I placed the I there. Now that empowers me. This video empowers me because I've spoken my heart out in this video. I gave you everything I can until this moment, and I'm still giving you no matter what. So you have to realize now is the opportunity to grab something, to really succeed in the moment. Live in the moment. Find ways to live in the moment. Find ways to manage your time. Guys, here are a few time management techniques that really empowered me to grow. I stay away from the gym. I stay away from subscriptions. I stay away from having a car. You understand? I have no car. I have no need for a car. I stay away from people in the past I make sure I travel, I make sure I find the best deals, and no matter what, I'm never angry, and I'm always looking for better ways to improve. This all empowers me. My journal empowers me. My Instagram, every time I look at it, and those beautiful photos that I have on Instagram, they empower me every single day. I say, this is me, this is fucking sexy. When I see myself and people from the past seeing me, they say, a person who is very sexy, because I have better looks than them, I have better everything than them. So you have to see that. You have to see that no matter what, that you lift yourself up so much every single day that you're always having a win every single day. Every day is a win. Every day you need to have a highlights list. I have a highlights list for myself that I really do something about that, and now I say that I have a highlights list for myself so that I can upload every single day, and so that you guys can actually see what my highlights of the day is. And my highlights, no matter what, it can be whatever it is in a day that was really intensely amazing for me, and I write it. This was this, and I write a whole list, maybe 30 thoughts, maybe 50, maybe 10. And every day is just a nice, beautiful way to reflect upon my day. And then I upload it online. I upload my food set every single day on Instagram. What I eat every single day. I may get the shopping, I put the shopping in the basket, I take a photo, and I post it on Instagram, and I say 100 and how many grams of protein I take for that day. I say this is the price I gave, and people get to compare with me. So no matter what, guess what, I'm never thinking about people, and you never think about people, but in terms of this, you can say it, and you realize now that no matter what, when you're using examples, you can compare. You can compare, for example, but you realize that no matter what, you never need to compare. So guys, the best foundation of life is put the you in action. When you're putting yourself in action, you'll find that this video has full of yous. It's about you. What are you doing? Where are you going? How are you? So I'm always referring to you in this video. You can repeat this video 1,000 times until you learn it, and you must learn it, otherwise you never listened. So as soon as you take one idea, you learn something. As soon as you repeat everything I said in this video and you actually live it, guys, that's when you've learned the video. I've gave you so many ideas here. You need to be able to pick up these 50 skills I actually gave you, and even more. So based on everything, guys, for me to be able to speak this way, it's due to my ability to write. I'm a writer, okay? I'm a writer. So what I do is I write on a daily basis more and more and more, so that I can be better than okay. I'm better than okay. So I'm always looking for ways to write. I'm always looking for ways to give ideas. I'm always looking for ways to improve myself and to grow and to be more motivated and to inspire the world around me. Why? So that I can succeed, so that I can have a better life. Just so I can succeed more, so I can see how it feels to have more. So what do? I do everything it takes. And because I'm here in this position, it's motivating me even more, because I see how I lived in the past, and this is how I live now, and this is so far the best life I've ever had right now. This is my prime. You know what the prime is? The prime is this moment. So you never have to know, but you see me in my prime right now. No matter what, you may have seen my results in the past. I look better today than I did when I was born. Now, when I was born, that's how I look today. The moment I was born and my mother held me in the hospital, that's how I fucking feel right now. I feel amazing. I feel I just was born again. I'm born again every single second. Why? Because I'm growing every single second. I'm always looking for ways to improve. I'm always looking for something to do. And that's just the way I learned from my mentors. They taught me, learn, 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 grow, 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 grow. Find something to do. You have nothing to do, go find something to do. As Jim Rohn would say, he would say in this tonality, he would say, find something to do. You have to find. Do you understand? So no matter what, I'm always in the memory of my mentors, because each time I start to, what next? There is no next, but what next is right now. So I stick to the moment and I say, now I have to do something to grow. What will I do to grow? What will I do? I start writing lists down. I start to panic for success. I start to panic. It may be 4 or 5 seconds of doing nothing. And I'm like, oh shit, what to do now? Because I feel stuck. But guess what? No matter what, I'm never stuck. Okay? So then I felt stuck before. And I'll be like, what to do now? What to do now? Here I am. I'm never desperate, but I'm desperate for success. So I'm always looking, what can I do now? And then I get my journal out. I get my phone. I start writing. What can I do now? Blah, 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 blah. I write 20 ideas. And if I can do one idea, it may be uploading Instagram, journaling, video, 1 minute motivational video, 1 hour how-to video, branding photos. Where around the area can I take a branding photo today and post on Instagram? How can I grow today? Music, eat, shopping center, go pools, exercise, muscles, mindset work, watch Grant Cardone about real estate because I have to see this. There is this nice entertainment aspect of life, but first I have to do business. And I plan my life, guys. I plan my life. I'm always doing something in accordance to my life and how can I grow? How can I grow today? So for example, here's another strategy, guys, to empower yourself. When you go to nightclubs, set a limit for how long you'll be there. Guys, some of you are going to nightclubs. Maybe you're even going to nightclubs. You may go, but guess what? No matter what, you never go. You never go to nightclubs because nightclubs are going to take your time away. Now, what I do is say I do go to a nightclub. I set a time limit. And I say 20 minutes I'll be there. In any nightclub in the world. So guess what? Because I said 20 minutes, I never have to give money in terms of nightclubs. Because I have no need to give money for nightclubs. You understand? Now, I'm never broke. You understand? I'm never broke. But in terms of what I said, you never say that. You never say it. What you say is, you never invest in nightclubs. You never invest in nightclubs, but you always give money. You give money to nightclubs, you never invest in nightclubs. Watch out for your words, because when you stop your giving, that means you've become more broke. So that's why I just went back on my words. So you have to realize, yes, give your money to nightclubs. Give, always give something. Give. Give, always. Never block giving. When you have to give to a nightclub, you give. You understand? But when you have to invest into a nightclub, guess what? You never invest. You never invest your money into a nightclub. You understand? Because investing is a different transition. It's going to help you something to do more. Because, for example, say you do go to a nightclub, set a limit. You'll be there for 20 minutes. Then you realize, what's the point of me investing $30 to be there for 20 minutes? It makes no sense. So you find something to do in terms of where music is. Yes, go experience something new. 20 minutes, set up your timer on your watch, say 5 minutes I'll be here, and then just go to the next one and just see what's there, and go to the next one, see what's there, and you just walk around. But you never have to be there for 6 hours and 10 hours and be there all night, and you never have to invest into a nightclub. So guess what, guys? Nightclubs will get you nowhere. And because I stay away from nightclubs, because I stay away from people who go to nightclubs, and because I stay away from hostile people around me, guess what? I have a more quieter life. Now, yes, I sleep in hostels at the moment. I sleep in hostels, but guess what? That's what I can afford. And that's why I've been traveling Australia for 8 months. I went to almost every city of Australia. I went to Melbourne, Adelaide, Brisbane, Gold Coast, Hobart, Cairns, Townsville, Manake Island. I went to Sunshine Coast, went to Mooloolaba, Noosa, and Maroochydore in Sunshine Coast, went to Australia Zoo. Guys, and there's still Perth to go, which is in 2 days' time. I'll be going to Perth for the first time ever. It will be my 5th plane flight by myself. So I went from Sydney to Melbourne by bus, Melbourne to Adelaide by bus, Adelaide to Brisbane by plane. That was my first plane. Went from Brisbane to Gold Coast by bus, Gold Coast to, where did I go from Gold Coast? From Gold Coast to Sunshine Coast by bus, and then from Sunshine Coast I took a plane to Melbourne. That's my second plane flight. Then from Melbourne I went to Hobart by plane. That was my 3rd flight. From Hobart I went to Cairns by flight. Understand? And then I took a bus from Cairns to Townsville. From Townsville I took a ferry to Manake Islands, this beautiful island next to Townsville, and there's a beautiful lookout at Townsville. And then from Manake Island took a ferry back to Townsville, took a bus from Townsville to Cairns, and here I am in Cairns still right now. It's been 68 days I've been here, but I've learned amazing grace over here. And it's due to just me growing and outgrowing myself every single day for 8 months while I'm traveling. So that's amazing. And when I outgrow myself, that means I'm working on myself, guys. I'm working on myself 24/7, and that's the fortune, as Jim Rohn says. He says, work more on yourself than you do at a 9-to-5 job. Guess what? For the past 12 months, I had no 9-to-5. I had no 9-to-5, do you understand? Why? Because I choose to stay away from it. I choose to stay away from it. And I work on my allowance, and I work on everything that I have so that I can grow from it. You understand? I grow on everything I have. And guess what? Here I am, time freedom for 1 year. I've been traveling for 8 months to Australia. Nobody can take that away from me. Nobody can take everything away from me. You understand? Because I always have something. And no matter what, here I am now, 5th flight, going to Perth. And no matter what, I'm having the time of my life. Why? Because I can manage my finances, because I'm healthier than yesterday, because I have the habits. Now, you may be thinking, oh, but why do you deserve to travel and never work? I'm working on myself. I'm working in this video. I'm working on my online storage this whole time, for this whole year, and for the past 5 years I've been working on myself to be able to get to this point. Understand? And I realized that no matter what, nobody can force me to work a 9-to-5. Say you do take me to court and you say, this guy has been grabbing money off the government that's printed for whatever, and the government guy says, hey, you must work now. Guess what I do? I say, no, I never work. You guys take your money and I'll grab money from my parents. You understand? I never have to work. And say my parents never give me money, I'll go work 15 hours minimum. And guess what? I still travel Australia on 15 hours minimum work, and I'll still gain allowance. And guess what? I'm healthier than yesterday. I'm better than yesterday. I'm building my business. I have a life coaching business. I have a veganism business. I have a weight loss business. I have all these businesses, and I just start my seminars now. Is the best time for me, and in the next month I'll be starting seminars, guys. So no matter what, that's how I empower myself. Why? Because I've traveled for 8 months. I'm ready to start seminars because I made the disciplines necessary to make sure that I can travel 8 months, that I can grow myself daily. And that's what I teach in my videos, how you can grow, how you can find these ideas, how you can actually open your mind, and how you can actually make sure that your finances are in check. Do you understand? Because no amount of finances is going to help your health. You must take action necessary to better your health. Your finances will never solve your problems. You understand? Who solves your problems? You. You solve your problems. You're never your mind. But you must solve your problems. Okay? When you have a problem, you solve it. How do you solve it? You remove it from your life. You have a problem with your mum, you remove it from your life. You never see it again. It's that simple. You just walk out. You say, fuck off. You understand? But you never directly say it. You just say bye-bye. And that's your fuck off. You understand? And no matter what, guys, you have to realize now's the time for you to improve. So guys, because I've been able to travel, and yes, I've been on the allowance, but no matter what, the allowance will never get me forward. What gets me forward is my health and my business and my skills. So when I do start seminars now, I do sign people up, and no matter what happens, I am becoming a rising star because I have the ability to. Because I have the habits, and that's what I teach. I teach habits. Habits are more than money. So no matter what, I have no excuse. I'm better than yesterday. How about you? Because guess what? I'll make the money anyway. Say you guys did force me to work on a 9-to-5 job. I'd work a 9-to-5 job. I'd make sure I get the money, and I still make myself successful. Either way, guys. So never be jealous of people who are more successful, because the only people who are successful today are the people who are better than yesterday. Daniel Milojevic. Guys, no matter what, that's how you empower yourself. You empower yourself for your health first. Put your health first. Health is much more important than everything else. Once you put your health first, you have everything else. Health is confidence. Health is everything. When you have health, you realize I've been standing here for 1 hour and 4 minutes now, dedicated to give you some information so that you can help yourself, so that I can help myself. How do I help myself? I help myself by having a university, by having me on camera, by having me at the peak of my prime right now, and doing better. I'm always doing better. I'm always doing better. I'm always doing better. I'm always doing something. And I'm giving you my life experience. I'm always doing something to improve my life. So guys, no matter what, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that no matter what, that you keep reading on and you keep taking action with what I've said. And no matter what, make sure you do take action in this video. Make sure that you grab a few ideas and that you make sure that you have already grabbed ideas from this video and that you now apply it into your life and that you start to improve your life, because that's what I've been doing for you right now, to give you ideas to be able for you to take action. Once you take action, I'll be happier. I'll be more grateful that I helped you in giving you the idea as Tony Robbins gave me an idea. You understand? As my mentors gave me ideas, and I took action. So you need to now take action. And guys, no matter what, that has been my video. So I hope you have enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you've enjoyed. Make sure you share it. Make sure that you, no matter what, you inspire yourself daily, and that you guys keep reading on, and you stay open-minded, and that you're always better than yesterday. Guys, see you guys in the next video.